wonderful little things I found on the charity shop. I think this is getting a bit A-roll, isn't it? Look, it's like a little bit of an antenna. I'm just going to tuck that, there we go. Right, use that like this. Right, I'm going to does anyone remember these? These cupcake makers. Well, in my local charity shop, I didn't just find one, I found two of them for £3.50. And Jesus Christ, I remember how expensive these were when they came out, because I wanted them. And I wanted the candy floss machine, and the popcorn maker, and all the other little things that came with it. But Jesus, they're expensive. As I'm looking for my table in the charity shop, found two of them. So we've got a donut maker here, and we've got the American cupcake machine. I did test out the cupcake machine, and it does work really well. So I'm here to test out. We're going to test the donut machine. I've got a batter already made up. I'm using one of my ones that I'd normally use for pancakes with a bit of French toast mix in there. I'm going to see how they come out. Apparently they take about 10 minutes. And while I'm doing that, I also had the great idea of making some dog snacks. As I've got wholemeal flour, I've just been up the road and got some cheese. We're going to see how they come out. So I'm going to start off with the human ones first. I'm going to pull you in a little bit closer so you can see what's going on. There we are. So I've put some butter around them just to stop them from sticking. I can see. I'm going to see what this comes out like, because if this works, this would be so much fun to do. Whoop, like that. There we go. And I've got to be honest, you fancy doing something like this, you don't want to put the oven on just to make a couple of cakes. Also, not all the time you do want to make a full batch of cake. And 10 minutes I can cope with. Alright, there we are. Nice and easy, really simple. And to be honest, this is great for the kids in the house. Honestly, guys, what is the cost of a batter mix? So, I can close that down, like so. I reckon 10 minutes for these. Right, so we're going to leave that. I'm going to put, you see how much batter I've still got there, and it makes about 7. So, well, it doesn't make about 7, it makes 7. Hiya, thank you for joining me. So we'll leave them cooking, and what I'm going to do now is we're going to make up some dog treats. Really simple dog treats. They love them. My dogs already realised they're getting dog treats. So I bought myself a new set of scales as well, because my other ones are packed up after 25 years. I think that's really good. Thank you for tuning in. So there we are. Right, if you are going to decide to make dog treats, as you notice, I'm using wholemeal flour. You don't want to be using white flour, or none of that. I'm going to pop these in. And I'm also going to be using the buttermilk, make them a little bit more tasty. Zero this. I thought I'd give it a go, and it'll keep my dogs occupied for a while. Like 200. There we go. Right. These will hold for up to a week in your fridge. Obviously, because they've got the cheese in them, you need to keep them in the fridge. But this is a really good way of doing some cheap dog treats, because listen to me, dog treats are expensive. I had some free the other day, and then I looked at the price. It was 16 quid. That was really dear. We're doing the same process as what we do when we make ours. So I like to add the egg into the buttermilk first because it mixes better and it also breaks down the buttermilk, so it's quite thick. So I'm going to give that a whisk in there. These are smelling really good. I'm quite happy with that. Alright, so easy peasy, egg in the buttermilk. And here I've just got some mild cheddar cheese, about 50 grams in there. I'm just going to chuck that straight in with the flour and give that a little shake or a little mix, whatever. Alright, I'll get a spoon. But I thought this is a really good idea. You want to put some sweet treats in the hat. It also gets the kids baking as well. But yeah, if you're in your local charity shop, you can find one for £3.50, bargain. Because 9 times out of 10 they've already been used. So don't forget, this is my first time with the donuts, so I have no idea how they're going to turn out. Right, we've got our cheese mixed in with our flour. We're not going to add anything else into there really, apart from maybe a little touch of cinnamon. A little touch of cinnamon for the dogs. You don't want to be adding anything that's going to have any sugars or anything, because remember guys, this is for the dogs. No. There we are. Nice cinnamon cheese. Oh, they are. Do you know what? They are actually smelling like the donuts that you get down from off the street corner. You remember those guys that used to sell the donuts, hot donuts and the sugar? Oh, they're lush. And yeah, these are definitely smelling like that. Well, how long we got? 6 minutes on the timer. Smelling like they're cooking. They're done already. So I am hoping, fingers crossed, that they come out really nice. Alright, so we've got our cheese and flour mixed in, like so. Really simple, really cheap recipe. And a little bit in. Should have used a bigger whisk. Never mind. And literally mix it as if you're going to make a batter. I've got about 250 ml of buttermilk in here. Because again, we do not want this batter too sloppy because it's going in the machine. As I said, I'm only testing this at the moment to see how it comes out. Because remember, with this, the buttermilk's going to be slightly different because the wholemeal flour absorbs a lot more than the white flour. You can see these are nicely steaming away here. Look at that, you can see them there. I don't care if you're using these machines. As long as you're making the recipe and the batter that goes in it, who cares what you use to cook it? And let's be honest, who wants to put an oven on and just do 12 cakes? That's a wasting time. You know, go heat the oven up. Then obviously the whole process of the baking time. So I was going to say 20 minutes on fairy cakes. And we're going to get this done in 10. It's quite good, especially if you've got kids' parties or something. You know, you need to put it in twice. 40. Oh look, I picked up the broken whisk. That's why. Right, we'll just put that to the side. Bought myself a brand new whisk, and I still picked up the broken one. Alright, just bear with me. Let's see what my dogs are barking at. Will you knock it off? Thank you. She's got such a mouth on her. So, what we got here. This is actually looking like a really good consistency. We really don't want it too sloppy. Alright. As you can tell, my machine's packed away and I'm using my arm. Hence, was going to show you the cupcakes, but battering that sugar into the batter, that was a bit of hard work and we'd end up with quite a long video. I would like to say hello to everyone that has joined me. I really appreciate you joining and tuning in. And thank you for giving me your time. So, what we got here is the batter we're going to use to make the cheesy dog donuts. depending on these come out, okay? But you're looking sort of like a drop consistency here, you know, like that. If it's too runny, I think you might have a bit of accident. So I am trial and error at the moment to get the consistency right for these donuts. But as I said, you're going to get 2 batches out of this, and £3.50 on the machine, a bag of flour, and you're laughing. So you don't have to use buttermilk. I just prefer it. I prefer how it makes everything just that little bit fluffier and that little bit nicer. So I'm just going to get the lumps out of this. Right. And it can go into here so we can pour it. Alright. But seriously, they are smelling really good. I'm debating whether to cover them in maple syrup or dump sugar on them. I'm not sure how they're going to come out. Right. I'm going to pop this in the fridge for a bit just to chill down. There we are. And see, look, it's easy. We've got donuts cooking and we've got another mix done. How easy is that? Oh, a minute to go, guys. I thought I'd show the donuts as well, because taking 10 minutes, I can actually get them done while I'm doing a live with you guys. Plus show you how easy it is to make some simple dog treats. We're just going to pour the batter mix. Don't worry about the lumps, that's the cheese. Still doesn't look appealing though, I've got to be honest. Alright, get that in there. And if this works, this will be another product I'll have on sale with chutney all year round, as well as my dog food. We'll be talking a bit more in depth about those later on, as soon as everything else is in place. Alright, we got that. There's your batter for the dogs. I'm going to go pop that in the fridge, and I'll come back because those are coming out in 25 seconds. See how they look. Can't really mash it up. It's pouring batter into an already shaped pan. A bit like pouring cake mixture into one of those shape moulds. That's all you're doing. It's just a device with moulds on it. Are you ready? I'll pour you in a bit closer so you can see whether or not they're right or they're wrong. Oh, look at them. Oh, don't they look cute? Let's turn this off a minute before I take these out. Oh, look. Are they cute? Oh. Hot. You know what? That works. They work really well. I'm quite happy with that. Look, they got a little donut on the side. And as I said, you can choose whether to cover these in sugar or cover them with maple syrup. But the difference with these donuts is these are actually a breakfast donut because of the mix that I used. So they're not too sweet and they're not too heavy. It really tastes like I'm eating French toast with a pancake in the middle. So the texture of a French toast, and then the middle bit is as soft as a pancake. And it tastes really good. I'm going to get another batch of them on. All I'll do is like, there you go, just take the holes out. And there you go, just a little dinky donut. Well, you just think, oh, you get, yeah, 7 you get out. But something as quick as that as cheap as that you can get on with, that you can do. Keep the kids quiet, even for yourself. And like me, I do now, you know, I like a sweet treat now and again. I don't want to go and pay for it. It's expensive. So I'm just going to get butter them up again. But honestly, guys, seriously, you know, yeah, they were a novelty. And I can't believe that I actually managed to get two similar looking in the same charity shop. But now I can see a use for them. Especially with the way I like to cook breakfast. And you like experimenting, like making things look a little bit different. A bit on there. Like that. See, and these are really easy to keep clean, just to wipe with a tea towel and there's no trouble. Alright, should we try again? Bring you in a little bit, there you are. Oh, there we go. Right, I've actually covered the hole because you can just punch that out. There we are. I'm getting quite a lot out of this batter, but it's really good. Oh shit. Ow! Right, there we go. Because let's face it, not everyone can make a donut. Not everyone's good in the kitchen. Not everyone feels confident in the kitchen. And these just make it that little bit easier. So, here we go, close it again. 10 minutes on the timer. Oh wow, these are so like cool. Alright. I just had to share it with you. £3.50 out the charity shop. What a bargain. And you imagine you have these for breakfast. As I said, this is my breakfast mix that I use. So you've got a combination of my French toast and pancake in them. You imagine these dripped in maple syrup, all stacked up, looking quite, yeah, but that'd be quite nice. And you just help yourself. I'm really happy with those. I was really happy with the cupcake maker as well. That worked really well. I did have a go at that the other day. I just got to remember to let it get a little bit hotter first. We'll be well away. But yeah, it's one of those. If you missed it, guys, you didn't see. You remember these? Alright, you remember them? They were in the Argos catalogue, you know, the laminated book of dreams. And I had the whole set. Popcorn maker. What else you get? Yeah, popcorn maker, donut maker, candy floss machine. I loved that, but it was really bit on the low. 40 quid for this, mine. But £3.50 in your local charity shop. You know most people are bought if they look good. And the benefit actually does come with all the recipes in there as well for the cupcake machine. And they look cute. They tasted really good. I love making mini cupcakes. And it's all down to the recipe you use. Whatever you use to cook it in, that's just by the by. It is very basically, it's a toasting machine. If you can use a toasting machine, you can use one of these. Operates the same way as a toasting machine. Got your lights on the top. Tells you when it's hot and ready to go. But I do like, have a good look. If anyone can find a waffle iron, I'm on the hunt for a waffle iron. I've got a lovely recipe to make some waffles with. That will be going on my breakfast menu as well. So, please keep an eye out. Alright, if you find one, let me know. I know, it's just one thing I can't find over here. But apparently one of the charity shops said they get them quite often. Alright, we've got 7 minutes left on here. Now these are cooled down, they're even better. Honestly, now these are all cooled down now. These are so cool. Oh, look. It is, it's just like, it is. It's French toast on the outside and pancake in the middle. I'd like a plate of them for breakfast. I do, mate. So glad I'm cooking more up. Because what I think I'm going to have to do is sprinkle some light brown sugar, decorate with maple syrup, and make myself a dessert. Because they are really, really nice. Obviously, I've not used a donut recipe for this. Because I'm looking at more of a breakfast item. And it's just something different. So, it's, you know, I'm hoping that, you know, the people will test them. I'm looking forward to the dog ones. I'll give them a go in a minute. We've actually got about 3 batches out of this one mix. So again guys, it's just money saving all round. And yeah, it's just money saving all round. Like 2 eggs, flour, some buttermilk. And don't forget, this I normally keep this in the fridge for 24 hours before I make it. But I did actually pop it in the fridge earlier and made it up. And it's a little, I haven't given it the full hours I would like to because I've died to test the machine out. I'm going to get some tissue and wipe this mess up. We've got 5 minutes left. I'm going to show you this last lot before I go and start playing with the dog ones. So they know that I'm making them treats and they're getting rather impatient. They're going to have to wait some more because I've got 1 more batch to cook. Don't worry guys, I'm not going to let you sit here for another 10 minutes while I cook another batch. It'll just be out of order. But we've got 5 minutes left on this lot. We've got the dog one in there, which is nice, cheap and easy. They're going to have to be, well, as I said, going to have to be a little bit patient and wait for me. Let's just give this kitchen a little clear. So, there you go, turn round. But yeah, get yourselves into a charity shop. I've found an amazing table, an extendable table, and these 2 amazing little kitchen gadgets. I never would have bought them at full price. Far too expensive. To be spending on something you, especially you may or may not use in the kitchen. Myself, I'm going to use as much as I can because I like the idea of it. But for yourself at home, £3.50 is a good price to pay for something you're going to get out now and again. But since I've showed you how easy it is to make them, and it's just as easy as with the cupcake, I'm sure you'll be using it all the time. Let me give this a little rinse out. But yeah, I honestly can't believe how cheap they are now and how much they've come down in price. Just proves the fact, really. Right, there we are. Right, that's that all done and dusted. I'll get that loaded with the tea towel gone. Excellent. Oh, 3 minutes. It is just something simple to do. It saves money. Imagine all these treats you buy out the shop. You don't know what's in them. But this way, you get to make them yourself. Alright, got some sugar somewhere. Do you know what? I think put the sugar away. Oh. Gonna have to be maple syrup, I think, for these lot. Oh, well, she stopped barking. Don't know what she's barking at. Just anybody who goes past and off she goes. Right, 3 minutes to go, guys, and then they're nearly done. And then I'm gonna love you and leave you, because I'm gonna get on cooking some more. I'm gonna get dog treats done, which I'll probably show you later. But yeah, it's so simple. 1 bag of flour and all the treats you can get out of it. Even for yourself, you can change your flour to wholemeal flour. There's no difference as long as you use wholemeal for the dog treats. If you fancy using wholemeal, I quite like wholemeal pancakes. They do actually feel a bit more like you've eaten something. It's up to you. But just remember, no salt, no sugars, no additives or anything in the dog treats. You want them to have healthy treats, not bad treats. I just can't get over the smell. The smell is amazing. I would just turn this on just for the smell to go around the room. You know, when you walk into those donut shops and, oh, yeah, it's good. I had it with the cupcakes, but the donut smell is definitely better. Alright, only 2 minutes, guys, and then I'll be gone and I'll be out your hair and I'll go back making donuts. Considering that out of one lot of mix, get quite a few out, which is quite good. That's even better than what I thought. Do remember though, when you add your buttermilk, don't add all of it, because I use 500 mil to make pancake. I've halved that, so we've got 250. What you want to do is gently whisk it until you get, as I said, that dropping consistency. Any more than that, they're going to be too runny, and you might as well use it for pancake. But you want a nice sort of thick, sort of gloopy looking, you know, got a bit of movement, but not too much. 1 minute, guys, and I'll be gone. Don't worry about it. You don't have to put up with me for much longer. But I am looking forward to doing the dog treats. I haven't made dog treats in a while. All my stuff will be on sale. I will be selling my own dog food as well. There is a catch with that, guys. You can't choose whether you're going to have pork, beef or chicken. It's what I've got available to make the dog food at the time. That's how I'm keeping the price down. So you'll be able to buy 6, well, it's not 6, it'll be 6 tubs that are reusable as soon as you microwave it. You can microwave them. They're the plastic tubs, you know what you get from the Chinese. If you put these in the dishwasher, you can use them for whatever. It'll be 6 of those tubs for £6.50. They will come frozen, and it is basically 2 portions per can, well, per tub. And I do it mixed with the dry food, so they don't eat their food so fast. If you make them chew, they will slow it down, and they'll be able to enjoy their dinner a lot better. But that will all be available on my chutney site. You can go pop in. Oh, donuts are done. You can pop along on my website. Oh, these look even better. Pop along to WhatsApp, have a look at my catalogue, what's available at the moment, and that will be increasing. So, guys, here we go. Donut time. All I've got to do is like punch out the holes, but that's not really a hardship. These have come out even better than the first lot, which is brilliant. Well, I've got snacks for later. So, as I said, I'm going to love you and leave you now. I'm going to carry on doing this. I think I've got one more batch to go. Have a great afternoon, whatever you're doing this afternoon. Please stay tuned for all my updates that will be coming soon. Fingers crossed for that, guys. And I'll let you know how the cheesy ones come out and what the dogs think of them. Because them, I'm dying to do. I might actually try them now, actually. Stop them waiting. So, I'll see you later. Tune into my next live. Please do. And if you're not subscribed, just tap subscribe. Honestly, it's not going to cost you anything. And if you don't like it, just get rid of me. I'll see you later. Take care, everyone. Bye.